through and through. Oh, the Toon Review. Laughs and passion, football too. We are the Toon Review. By the fans, for the fans, through and through. Laughs and passion, football too. We are the Toon Review. 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 Go!
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Toon Review for tonight's Fan Forum. This is your opportunity to come on, join me live on the show and have your say of everything that is going on at the minute with the club, with Eddie Howe. Where do you stand on the manager? Are you part of the Eddie Howe out? Are you in? Are you on the fence? Now is the time to come on live and join myself for some, well, listen, everybody's going to have very different opinions. Some people are very much Eddie out. Some people are very much in. It all depends. And what do you think of the current form as well? Now, as usual, you don't need a microphone at all to join the show. Sorry, you don't need a camera. You do need a microphone. That would help. You do need a microphone, but you don't need to put yourself on camera if you don't want to. You can simply treat it as a phone call. Simple as that, really. So I will put the link up in a moment for you to join. I'm expecting a rather spicy show tonight because obviously people are going to want to get a lot of things off the chest. There's still a lot of anger and frustration out there with the way things have gone. And unfortunately for Newcastle United, it's gone a little bit backwards. It's gone a little bit stale. The performances ain't been good. Is there any players that you feel need to pull the finger out, or are they letting Eddie Howe down? Is it the players? Or is it a combination of both that's going on at the moment? I'm intrigued to find out. If you do enjoy the show tonight, guys, please do give it a thumbs up, of course. And if you are new to the channel, please do subscribe. It is completely free of charge. All that we ask for is that you hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload or a live show. And, of course, if you are wanting to become a member, you can hit that join button just underneath myself and the super chat button, which is the $sign. If you want to make a super chat and donate to the channel that way, your comment will guaranteed to be read out on the show. We have some fantastic prizes, by the way. Some retro Newcastle shirts, etc., donated by Seattle Geordie. We do have a quiz tomorrow. Me and Billy are going to bring you guys on. I'm going to ask you questions based on the whole quiz that lineup builder who we've teamed up with for of course the graphics now. We've teamed up with them and they do have a fantastic quiz page now which has everything from Tenable to Guess Who to everything. They change it every day as well. So we will be doing some parts of the quiz tomorrow night, some parts of that. The link is at the top of the description if you want to go and have a go yourself. But tomorrow night we're giving away some fantastic prizes if you can answer a certain amount of questions. But more of that, of course, to come tomorrow. Now, there hasn't been a lot of really shocking news for Newcastle United really today. It's just been, again, talking about Eddie Howe's position and you know, it seems to be quite safe at the moment. How they need to change to bring Voltemada into the game, etc. So there's not really a lot going on. Obviously, players now away for international duty. The seas have calmed very, very slightly, but what is noticeable that a lot of journalists are putting up the next 3-4 games for Newcastle United and asking where we get results from. And quite honestly, it is going to be a very, very difficult thing to do for Newcastle because Eddie's not going to have a lot of training time. With the players that are away on international duty, they'll come back and then we're straight into a game with Manchester City of all teams who seem to have hit the ground running at the moment. They are playing really, really good football. So it's going to be a very difficult time for Newcastle. Then moving on to Marseille, of course, in the Champions League. Marseille, very difficult place to go. Very, very difficult place to go. It doesn't really matter about the team. It's the atmosphere, the hostility that you've got to play in. And can our players cope with that given what's happened really in the past few games anyway. Right. Let's get this up and running and get the... Right, there you go, guys. The link is now pinned right at the top of the live chat. So if you want to come on and join me, the link is there. I'm intrigued to see what you've got to say tonight, everybody. So get the link clicked, get on. Remember, you don't need a camera. You can just use your mic, but we got 2 already, so we might just bring the 2 in straight away, which is Ryan and Bill. Good evening, gentlemen.
Yo, what's up? Sorry for my camera.
Your camera's fine, mate.
I'm in the Matrix. No, it's just like flashing.
Good evening.
Yeah. How we doing, Bill?
I'm doing well, thank you, Paul. How are you?
Not too bad, not too bad. Still a little bit angry. Ryan, we'll start with you. What have you made it all? Where's your stance right now?
I'm at the point now where if someone better, like a Klopp, becomes available, I'd sack Howe, to be honest. I
Really?
feel like,
Okay.
yeah, I would. I think for me, I feel like I was giving him the benefit of the doubt too much because he won the cup last year.
Mhm.
But I feel like that's the past. And where we are in the present, it looks like we won't be able to challenge for like any cups or even top 4
Yeah.
as well. And it's just not good enough. It's the same mistakes over and over again. Like, why did Lewis Hall not play the first 45 minutes or 60 minutes or vice versa, where he comes on in the second half or something? Like, bro, honestly, I don't get it. And it's the same kind of mistakes. Honestly, whoever decided to recruit Anthony Alanga, I think needs serious question now too, because you haven't heard from me on the channel, but I'd get rid of him with immediate effect. This is like buying Chris Wood again, to be honest. Like a player that doesn't fit our system. Also, another point about it is if we're gonna buy 23-year-old players, we buy players like Tonali in the team. We buy them at 23. That's the standard we should be going for.
Yeah.
Like, is Anthony Alanga the kind of guy that's going to get closer to win a Premier League? No. It's been a complete loss of 50 million for me. I'm done with them. I'm done with the majority of the team too, to be honest.
Wow. Okay. Bill, are you sharing the same reaction as Ryan? Are you fed up now?
You had me up until you said, am I fed up? Yes, I'm fed up. No, I'm not sharing Ryan's reaction. Alanga, we can't get rid of him because we won't get our money back, and we need that for PSR.
There's no way we'll get 50 million back, but
I'm happy to give him the season. Give him the season and see. Well,
I never want him in the first place. That's it. For me, I never want him in the first place. That's what I
No, I didn't. He's from Forest, and you know how my feelings on Forest. Can't stand the team.
Indeed.
So no, I mean, we had a terrible transfer window. We couldn't get the targets we wanted.
I mean, Ryan, I'm feeling rather seasick. There you go.
Yeah, I'm off the webcam now.
Yeah, that'll do. Sorry, Bill, go on, mate.
That's all right. Also, we had a terrible transfer window. We couldn't get the targets we wanted. Did we then develop auction fever in that? Oh, we've got to have someone. We've got to have something. I'll have that. And we got people like Liverpool, and I hate to big up the bin dippers. Absolutely hate to, but you know they're going to look after their players when they spend 130 million just to keep Ekatike's seat warm on the bench for when he comes off.
Yeah.
But no, I mean we bought Walter Marder, and I think Walter Marder is brilliant, but we've bought a number 10 when we don't play a number 10. So that takes.
Well, what do you make of Eddie's comments, Bill? That he's been questioned on this numerous times, and he has said that he's not a number 10. He's a striker. He's a number. He's said it many times. What do you make of that?
Well, that's what Eddie says. That's not what everybody else says. At best, he's a 9.5. You know, I think he's a 10. And he's got fantastic touch, and I'm not saying fantastic touch for a big guy. He's got a fantastic touch, and you know, he's adapting to a new country, adapting to all the old cliches, but they just happen to be true. Cliches become cliches for a reason.
See, I think for me, I think he is a striker. It's just a striker that drops down deep quite a lot. That's kind of like the big
Well,
point, I'd say.
the problem we have is with Voldemar. Obviously, he comes deep to get the ball, and then he plays it out wide. But by the time the ball comes back into the box, the majority of the time, Voldemar is not there.
Yeah.
And if the problem we've got is he's using a lot of energy to turn and run and get back into the penalty area, and then he's knackered. I mean, look, the point I think a lot of fans are getting at is we've signed Voldemar and we've played him quite a few times now, yet we're still not playing to his strengths. And I mean, is that down to the manager that he's unable to change the system to get Voldemar going? That he won't tweak it? He's hell bent on 4-3-3.
Paul, I think instead of maybe crossing the ball directly on top of the 6 yard, maybe have it on top of the box.
Yeah,
and maybe he's relying too much on the wingers to do that. And let's be honest, like I think our wingers have been pretty underperforming the last while, and like going on from last season. If you want to talk about recent form, it's probably Harvey Barnes that stepped up, but like and Anthony Gordon in the Champions League. But overall, it feels really inconsistent for me.
Bill, where do you stand on Nick Pope? Because I just think the guy, he might be a brilliant shot stopper, don't get me wrong, but he's a liability right now. And it's all right for people turning around saying he's making some, well, he's saving us, isn't he? He's making some great saves and keeping us in the game. But it's not, because if he's giving goals away, the saves are irrelevant.
Well, that saved me a job. You asked me the question and answered it exactly
as
I was going to. But yeah, I agree with you. He is a fantastic shot stopper on his day. But that one through his legs was it West Ham? Went through his
the
hands.
Third goal, yeah.
And a couple of saves, or what should have been saves recently. And he can't kick it in a straight line 20 yards. He throws it with more accuracy than he kicks it. I'm looking forward to see Ramsgate coming in and
oh no,
Ramsdale.
Someone said
That's
that
from last night's
day.
show. I'm looking forward to him coming in and seeing what a difference he makes. I'm definitely looking forward to Lewis Hall coming in, and I don't care if he's giving away some height. It's not all about height, is it?
Okay,
before you go, gentlemen, I'm going to ask you one straight question. Ryan, we'll start with you.
Yeah.
How many games has Geddy got left if he doesn't turn it around?
Oh God, how many games do we have in December? I feel like it's
quite a fucking lot, mate, to be honest, and very difficult ones as well.
See, I don't have the calendar for the games.
Well, the next four is Man City at home, Marseille away, Everton away, and Tottenham at home.
I think he's got till Christmas, Paul. Whatever amount of games that is.
Right, Bill, what do you reckon?
I was gonna say Boxing Day, but I'll say Christmas if he doesn't turn it around. But I think, and I'm still Eddie in. Remember last year I was Eddie. I was on the fence for ages, and
there's a lot of people on the fence still now. There's a lot of people on the fence.
And then
there's nothing wrong with that.
Fence down, but the fence is being rebuilt. I'm still Eddie in, but the fence is being rebuilt. I think we've seen the beginning of the end at West Ham, and I hate to say that. I hope you can prove me wrong. I really hope you can.
You know what it is? The fence completely goes down once we lose to our biggest rivals.
People are pointing out the Sunderland game that's in December as well, and
it's a meaningful game, of course.
Yeah, if we haven't picked it up by then and we get beat, then there's a serious problem.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you very much, gentlemen. It's been a pleasure. Take care of yourselves, and we'll speak soon.
Before I go, Paul, can I just ever so quickly say, do you remember last time I was on, my brother was getting ready for his funeral? He was actually listening and watching that show. So
all right, okay.
Thank you to everybody who gave him their well wishes, because he saw it all.
You're very welcome.
Behalf, thank you very much.
No problem,
Take care, Paul.
All right, you too, Bill. Take care, mate. Good night. So that was built. We've got a absolutely packed green room, which I knew we would tonight. So don't worry, guys. I will get everybody on. Just be patient. You will get your turn. We'll start getting more people in, to be honest, and then get through everybody. Everybody will get a say tonight. So don't worry if you're waiting behind the scenes. Just be patient. Watch the show, and your turn will come. Spike Milligan with a super chat saying, "Can someone give me some confidence, please? Because I have none at the moment." And Gaz, remember, for 3 months, the 4-3-3 is dead. Teams have found us out. The season will pass us by with performances like this. Questions do need asked. Well, we'll bring 3 on now. We'll bring on Peter, Chippers, and Emma. Right, we'll start with you, Peter. How are you feeling about it?
Oh, God. It's horrible to watch right now, isn't it? Again,
Yeah, it is.
apart.
It is.
The waveform is pathetic. It's abysmal. We're getting completely ripped a new one. And it's like players don't care. Eddie's, what the hell is Eddie doing? Teams are working us out.
I mean, are you surprised by given the result we got at West Ham, the performance? And then, obviously, I'm excluding the Champions League because we know what happens in the Champions League under the lights at St James's Park. But then, are you surprised that we put in another similar to performance to Brentford from West Ham? Were you expecting something different?
Not a lot. I said to draw it at first, but it was just copy and paste from there last Sunday, wasn't it? It's target Dan Burn, and he's going to get.
And you shall be successful, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Chippers, now I know you've been very vocal. You were vocal in the review show last night about Eddie Howe. Has your feelings changed, or have you had enough now?
I'm done with it all, to be honest with you. And it's the same errors every time. It's like, no offense, we're not even at the games. We're watching the games on telly, and we can see what's going wrong. And yet he's there on the sidelines, and he still can't see what's going wrong. And then he comes out with a shitty excuse of, "I need him on for his height." What a load of shit.
Well, I mean, I must admit, I did a video on that yesterday, and that really pushed that. To be honest, it fucked me right off when I seen that, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" When is what other successful team in the world has had a fucking 9'10" left back? Or fullback, for that matter. They've always been small and stocky. You look back to the fullbacks. Gary Neville, fantastic right back, whether you like the man or not. He was a brilliant right back. You look at the Roberto Carlos's, Dennis Irwin's of this world, left backs. They're not tall. And the fact is, we still had Voltemade, we still had Botman, we still had Chow on the field. 3 massive players. So that really did fuck me off. Emma, good evening.
Evening.
Now, you're normally the voice of reason and positivity. Do you have any tonight?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Nope. It was an absolute fucking shambles.
Yes, it was a shambles. So where are you standing on the manager, on some of the players, etc. at the minute?
I'm giving him till the 15th of December because if we lead to Sunderland, he's gone. Because that's our derby day. If we lose to them, for me, he's gone.
I mean, that seems to be the case, Pete, that a lot of people are looking to Christmas. A lot of people are saying, December the 14th is the big one because, our next 4 games...
They're not easy.
Tottenham at home is the 4th one. I think, maybe we can get a result there, but we still have to play well because Tottenham are very, very much up and down this season. But you look at Man City, Marseille away, then you've got a trip to Everton. I mean, the pressure could be right on by the time we turn around to Tottenham at home.
Exactly. And do we look like winning away from home right now? We don't. We're all over the shop. And... It's hard to see when the next win. When are we ever going to get that first win away from home? It's just Everton, not going to be an easy place to go to. And honestly, if we lose to them down the road, we'll never hear the end of it.
Oh, it doesn't even bear thinking about. I mean, Chippers, we've got a lot to do, obviously, before the Sunderland game. We can't really look at that game now because there's so many cup finals before then. And there literally are cup finals now because they're must-win games. because the Premier League is suddenly just drifting away, and we're in the bottom half, 2 points away from relegation.
That's it. We've forfeited so many points as it is now. We've got a gap to even get to where we want to be, and it's not good enough. It just really isn't. And these last 2 games, we've took the lead in these 2 games, and yet we've still folded like a pack of cards. It's embarrassing, man. I can't say where our next win's coming from, because Man City are just pacing everybody at the minute, and Haaland's on for me just now. That's not going to end well for us at the minute. Like I said, I'm not even thinking about the Derby game. It's 1 game at a time, but
it has to be.
Stage, you'll get to that stage where I think he's got up until that game. If he's got these 4 games personally, and I think if we go into a Derby game losing these 4 games, he's gone, because we need a new bounce. We need something that's going to take win. We're positive, and if we go on into that game 4 games without a win, he can't be in charge. I'm sorry, he just can't. You can't go in with a negative attitude, because we'll just get beat.
Yeah. Alan makes a point saying, how could you be Eddie Howe when he has never had a fully fit first team to put on the field? I know there are issues to be resolved, but we need to wait for a healthy team. Alan, we can't use this excuse anymore. And the reason we can't is very, very straightforward. It's his on-field or his in-game management that is the problem. It's not an injury problem with regards to Dan Burn on Sunday, because Lewis Hall was there, and Lewis Hall should have started the game. Whether he started and came off 65 minutes, but he is a better left back than Dan Burn. He just couldn't leave Burn out, and then he makes excuses for the height. He made some very strange decisions. He just is making the same mistakes season after season. And look, I'm still Eddie in. Don't get me wrong. I'm still Eddie in. But he can be criticised. He can be criticised when he's made mistakes. And the Dan Burn one, the excuse he gave for height, that's what we're talking about, Alan. Not necessarily, injuries, because I do think, obviously, Hall and Livramento improve us. Hopefully, Wissa will as well. But, Emma, I made the point last night of when Wissa comes back, he's coming back under extreme pressure to perform straight away.
I think when he comes back, I want him to start the match, but will the teams go for him to injure him again? And that's us without him for another couple of months. That's what I'm afraid of when he comes back.
Do you think he'll go to the African nations?
No.
No? I don't think he will either. I think Newcastle might keep him out. I think they'll keep him out until the squads go away and say he's still not fit enough. So, you know what? I don't know, because I think we're relying on these 3 players coming back when there is more fundamental problems in the team. There is individuals not playing very well. Joe Linton, Peter, Anthony Gordon, etc.
Yeah. Again, Gordon, so many assists and goals in so many games, double figures, 20, 30, 20, coming up to 20 games all round about there now. That's poor. That's so poor. Joe Linton has been off it in the Premier League as well.
Yeah.
Again, it's all good having played
Tonali's been poor the last few games.
Yeah,
since he's come back, he hasn't looked himself. Now, whether he's still suffering. I mean, look, how long do we give him for? He suffered a bug. Everybody gets a bug.
And turn it around. It's just maybe one or 2. He might have it, but we know what Tonali's like. But as I mentioned, Joe Linton, he's been off it for a while. It's all right playing one good game, but the performances in the Premier League have just been on a downward spiral.
To have Botman Chippers as well, another one who's had a poor few games as well. He just. I'm not saying that Botman isn't going to get better, but listening to Liam Kennedy the other day on the Geordie Journos, he was puzzled and worried that maybe fans had bigged him up to be this mega player that he might not be. If he's going to make mistakes like he does, and he's nowhere near the level Chow is right now.
And there's the problem: is this all down to lack of squad rotation? That Eddie hasn't rotated these players and gave them a game out and put them back in. I mean, since Botman's come back in the team, I think he's only missed 1 game, and he's played every single one since. He's playing 3 games a week, and it's too much, man. You can't be doing it, and this is the problem. This is why as well players are getting injured, because they're playing every week and they're not being rotated, and eventually you're gonna get injuries from that. You cannot sustain it. Even Bruno's got that illness. It happens. we're supposed to have a squad now as well to compete with these games, and he's not utilising it. So
well, he did say that himself, didn't he? He came out with the start of the season and says, "I've got a squad ready for this season." So we can't make the excuses of injuries. Mark says you can't blame Eddie for how fit some of the players have been, for how shit some of the players have been. They've turned up in the Champions League, then couldn't be asked in the Premier League. So, Mark, what I'd say is, as a manager, grow some testicles and drop a few of them. Exactly. If you think that they've got an attitude where, they're Champions League, leave them out. Show them who's boss, grow a pair and leave them out. Like the likes of Nick Pope, like Dan Burn, like Anthony Gordon. These players that haven't been performing, drop them and let them know that they're not undroppable. They're not the bee's knees. I mean, Dan Burn, I do genuinely feel sorry for Big Dan, because I don't think he's a left back, and it's not his fault. But he's been constantly put into this position.
I think, do you know as well, though, right? Alan said the point is about, the injuries and all that, but Hall missed the start of the season, and if Eddie knew he was going to miss the start of the season, why didn't we go for a left back in the summer, even on loan for the season or something to cover?
Yep, there is the question. Right, I'll ask you three the same question I asked the others. How long do you think Eddie's got? Pete, we'll start with you.
If we lose Sunderland, I think, as much as I hate to say it, I think that'll be him gone, unfortunately.
Okay, Chippers?
I think he's got the 4 games up till the Derby game, and if he loses these 4 games, he's gone.
Okay, and Emma?
15th of December.
Yep. Okay. Right. Thank you very much, guys, for coming on. We'll speak very soon. Take care.
You too. Bye.
Good night. So there you go. Oop, I brought Ian on a little bit early. We'll just hold the phone there, and I haven't taken Emma off. There you go. Right, we've got a couple of super chats before we bring the next 3 on. We got Derek, who says he agrees with what Emma said. Ian Breen, a member for 2 months. I hope Howe can turn it around. If still low in the table at Christmas, he'll be gone. Jasmine says Eddie Howe in-game management is going to get him in trouble. Areola, Silva, and Brighton manager have his number. He needs to change and adapt soon. And Spike says the last Premier League games are Brucey Ball games. Yeah, they have been, and there's no getting away from that. Right, don't worry, guys. I can see everybody waiting to come on. Like I say, you will get on tonight, so just be patient. The next 3 are Ian, Scott, and Joshua. Good evening, guys.
Good evening.
Ian, we'll start with you. How are you feeling about things right now?
Totally bewildered, Paul, to be honest. What I'm seeing, I can't recognise. What I'm hearing in the post-match seems to be the same words, slightly rearranged, but no substance. And as you say, the in-game changes have been really poor. But this isn't just West Ham and Brentford. This has been going on for a while now. And, we've touched on this in conversation after games, that this slide away has been almost a full season. And when you just look at the same instant burst and then sit back, it's not what Newcastle United have ever been, really, is it? We've always been, throw it all, kitchen sink the lot. Under Keegan, we had this, and Eddie's powerful midfield. But I really don't know what's going on, Paul. It's like every player just can't be asked, and that's a terrible thing to say.
Well, they can in the Champions League or Carabao Cup for some reason, and we've got to ask questions why. It's madness.
Massive. And the questions we're asking are honest questions. They're not ranting, mad, crazy things that people say on social media. I'm sure there's 100,000 people could stand outside St James's Park and ask the same question. What has gone wrong?
Josh, what did you make of his post-game comments? Because I think it pissed a lot of people off, given his excuses. And it sounded, I said this last night on the review show, that I genuinely believed that those after-game comments, they sounded like a manager who was completely baffled as to what to do now. And it was a man in panic mode.
The comments, a man in panic mode.
Yep.
And the subs, you could just see, you can always see when a manager is on the brink of getting the sack. The couple of games leading up to it, he just does things absolutely bizarre. You sat there, but in commentary, Billy called it, Paul. Billy said he will cost us. Dan Burn will cost, and I think it was about the 15th minute.
Well, I don't know if you remember, guys, if you were watching the commentary, and if you were, thank you. But me and Billy, about 10 minutes before halftime, completely lost it. Where we just... there was a phase of about 5 or 6 minutes that Dan Burn didn't even look like a footballer, and me and Billy completely lost it. And it wasn't any disrespect to Dan Burn. It's more so, is Eddie Howe watching this fucking shite? Is he absolutely watching this? Because he was flying through the air like some kind of phoenix without the flames, trying to head a football that wasn't even there. He went for a header. The ball was 20 yards away, and Dan Burns flying through the air. And you're thinking...
Those 5 minutes of commentary that between you and Billy laughing was up there with Wank Biscuit. It really was. It was brilliant.
I mean, the thing is, me and Billy, as everybody knows, we're extremely passionate, but we're honest when we do the commentary. And, sometimes Billy he'll see yellow cards and red cards that aren't particularly there, but it's his passion. And the reason we lost it with laughing was because it was getting out of control that we had a left back who doesn't play there, and it isn't his fault. And I'll stick by Dan Burn with that. But his performance, it was heading that way. And Scott, tell me why he wasn't changed either at halftime or after the first yellow card. Why did Eddie Howe... Do you believe him with this all this height garbage?
No, I was saying the same thing. I was listening to the commentary, watching from my dad, and my exact words were, if he's still on this bloody pitch in the second half, we're going to concede. Yeah. And then the yellow card came. The penalty, which should have been a penalty, the first one, happened. Just warning signs everywhere. And then when I saw Lewis Hall come on after he got sent off, I lost my shit. Absolutely lost my shit.
Well, I lost my shit while I saw him standing behind Eddie Howe while the VAR was going on. And I thought, you fucking bastard. You, honestly, I lost it because we were saying about Eddie trying to be more proactive and not reactive. So proactive would have seen the signs and seen the danger of bringing, Burn off, even at half-time, or the yellow card, because it was a disaster waiting to happen. And it was proved to be that the fans, everybody called it. Everybody was saying in the chat on Matchday Live, he's got to take him off, Eddie. What are you doing? And then we see Lewis Hall waiting behind Eddie after when the penalty had been given. My God, seriously, if I'd have had a shovel of shit, I would have thrown it at him. And it's just the same over and over again. And I agree with what Ian's saying about the comments after the game. It's the same old. And I don't know whether you guys heard Liam Kennedy the other day, because he said he asked every single Newcastle player on Sunday that was coming out the ground a message for the fans. 2 players stopped. Two players, and that was Kieran Trippier and Jamal Lascelles, who can't... Yet Jamal Lascelles feels that he's got to come out as club captain and talk to the fans. Grow some fucking testicles, these people. We are Newcastle fans. We are passionate Newcastle fans. But Ian, when you hear that, how does that make you feel? That that 2 out of the whole squad decided to stop?
I know. I did see the comment that were raised from that, and of course, he's a great guy, and he's always taken the brunt. But that says a lot to me about the way the players' attitude is. Like, chuck him out. That's so wrong, because the odd game that he's played, he's tried to put a shift in. And, we all have to be thankful for that, because he's been a bloody good servant while he's been here. But he should not be the man that stands in front of the fans and explains that the rest of the team can't be asked to play, but take it out on me. Now, that's bad. It's bad from the player's point of view, and it's a bad managerial move as well. The manager should have said no. Bruno, you go and speak to them. Joe Linton, you go and speak to them, because we're really not happy with him.
Yeah. Josh, has he lost the dressing room? Do you think there's some players that aren't buying into this 4-3-3 anymore, and it's becoming a little bit frustrating? Because there has been mentions of that. Now, listen, I'm just saying it on here. I'm not saying that it's true. I don't think there is, by the way. That's my opinion. But do you think some players just aren't seeing it anymore?
Potentially, because, as fans, we can see that teams have sussed us out. So if you're on that pitch, you've got to follow your manager's instructions. If he sent you out 4-3-3 and the opposition already go, well, he's going to go there, so I'll move here. I would love to see, we had this discussion earlier in the thing, I'd love to see a 4-2-3-1 with Walter Marder and Wissa. But then if Wissa's not fit, you tell Anthony Alanga, you're fast as fuck, get on your bike, son, and go beyond him.
Yeah,
well,
but trouble is,
that's
look
all.
how many
He's got.
times.
I mean, he you know who he reminds me of? That Daft Coyote cartoon thing. Meep, meep. That's all he does. Is just meep, 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 and just runs, and then he forgets to take the fucking ball
Take
with
the
him.
ball with him. Yeah.
It's incredible. Josh, I mean, Scott, who's disappointing you now? What players do you think need to stand up? Oh, he's froze. He's still there, Scott?
Yeah, sorry, what was that?
Yeah. Which players are disappointing you right now that you feel that really need to start standing up and be counted?
I could probably count them on my hand.
Ran out of fingers.
The main one, and I'm going to go to when I've been at the stadium for the home games. The one in particular was the Tottenham game, and Alanga came on, and he was put on the left. And there was one moment where not just me, but everyone around me lost me shit, because all he had to do was got the ball by the corner flag and he just had to run. And I can't remember who I had at the time. I think it was Willock, but he had the perfect through, but if he just ran, he would have been through. And Alanga just started walking. And everyone was screaming, get on your bike, get up the pitch. And he just wasn't doing it. For me, so far this season, we're all looking for the pace and excited for it, but he just seems lazy half the time. I'm getting really fed up with it. And then Nick Pope, the other one. If I see Nick Pope in the starting lineup against Man City,
well, you know it's coming. You know it's coming, guys, because he made a point of saying it's 12 days, and the international break's 14. He's starting to sound like Donald fucking Trump, and it's doing me head in. I'm telling you now, it's only 12 days, guys. 12 days. Fucking hell, no, thank you. I'll go off it. Anyway, I'll ask you guys the same question. If he keeps losing, how long's he got, Ian?
I honestly think the Sunderland game has to be the straw. It's that.
It seems to be the pivotal game, yeah.
Sunderland, but I'm bewildered at who the hell would come and take over, Paul.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's a conversation, obviously, for another day. And then if it actually happens, then Newcastle have got it'll be Ross Wilson and Hopkins, and they'd have to find out. But what about you, Josh?
I would say Sunderland, but like I said earlier, who's going to the managerial market at the minute?
Oh, it's bollocks.
Eric Ten Hag? No, his name was made me laugh. That short list that they put up. Honestly, fuck off.
No. That's like getting. He's just like a Steve Bruce man. He's terrible.
Exactly.
Scott, what about you?
I'll give a good reason for mine. So on TikTok, does anyone know these TikTokers called Dom and Dan for Sunderland?
Yeah.
So Dom, he's my girlfriend's cousin. So if we lose against Sunderland, I'm going to be MIA for about a whole year. So if we don't win that game,
well, you're not going to be the only one, pal, because I'll be in hospital with a fucking heart attack or whatever comes my way.
Even my family won't see me.
Yeah, I'll be gone, mate. I'll be 6 foot under. I can't even. Not even think about it. Gentlemen, thank you very much. We'll hopefully get you on next time.
Yes, Paul.
Good night, guys. So there we go. Now we've got Dave Magpie, we've got Ollie, we've got Evan, and these are all on the line, so we'll bring Barbara on as well. Good evening, guys.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Howdy.
Who just shouted that?
Me.
Barbara, we can hear you, don't worry. You hear the old Irish coming through there, no problem at all.
I'm on the phone, you see.
You're at Barnsley.
I'm on the phone.
Well, no, you're on the bloody phone. Anyway.
Well, carry on.
Dave Magpie, how are you doing?
Not too bad, Paul. Thanks. But I'm still foaming off that bloody weekend crap fucking shit show.
Yeah. What upset you more, Dave?
Well, where do I start?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's just a complete shit show right now.
Burn, I know it's not his fault. He's a local lad, good, but the point is, Eddie's forcing him to play where in that position, and also Eddie's motives for keeping him there. Obviously, probably one of his favourites, But I just kind of seem to wrap my head around how Hall has been fit for weeks now, and as I've said in the chat, why the fuck has he not been playing him?
Yeah,
and obviously now he's got the answer with what's happened with Burn up against a much faster player. So, obviously it was inevitable.
Ollie, what did you make of his post-match comments?
To be honest, I'm just getting absolutely sick of it with what he's saying. He's just coming out with excuses every single time. Yeah. And he's like we've all said, he's sticking to his favourites all the time, especially Dan Burn. Like, my word, I know he's not a left back, but he's not doing the basics of football, of a professional footballer. He's not doing the basics. Like what you said before about missing headers. I sit in the East Stand, right? And me and my dad are saying, where the hell is Dan Burn? Every single time.
Well,
every single
time. Lisa's asking the same question every time, mate. It's like the teams attack us down their right-hand side, and Dan Burn's like, he's playing centre forward or he's playing right wing. I just don't understand what his actual instructions are. Because I couldn't imagine that Eddie Howe says, "Oh, Dan, you just have a free roll, mate. You're a left back, but just go for it. You're like a gazelle." Unbelievable. Evan, what upset you most about Sunday?
All of it. Recurrence of the same. No changes to the issues. And well, I think it seemed like they just weren't remotely motivated, and that's never really been our thing. We've always been automatically motivated, and they just didn't seem to turn up again. It's
massively worrying that, though, when we as fans are questioning the attitudes going into Premier League games. I mean, that is a big problem. Barbara, where do you stand on Eddie Howe at the minute?
I'll say we're going to get beat by Man City, and that's a no-brainer, right?
Yeah.
They're going to beat us. If we win the Champions League game, and we win the game against Sunderland, I reckon he'd be kept on. He has to win them two games.
The thing is, Barbara, we've got a long time before Sunderland. There's some big games coming up. I mean, this international break, I guarantee, is going to fly by. Because we're already on Tuesday now. You get into Wednesday, back end of this week, and then you're building up to the football kicking off again after the internationals. It is going to fly over this one simply because we are in the doldrums, and it's awful. I mean, where are you standing on Eddie Howe, Dave?
Well, I'm probably going to echo what everybody else is thinking. It's definitely going to be crunch time after that Sunderland match. Obviously, whatever happens in that game. If you remember, obviously, way back when, what happened to Hullett? It
was after the Sunderland game.
His game management was bollocks, and he left out the two.
Shearer and Ferguson now, didn't he? Yeah.
Yep. And that was him committing suicide. Obviously, Eddie seems to be going the same way. His in-game management is took a really big nosedive. He used to be fantastic, but the subs and the timing of them for the West Ham game, if you look, that was just shit. That was sheer panic, and you could tell by looking at it.
It was unbelievable. It is just throw the kitchen sink at it. There's no plan B.
And the same happened at the weekend against Brentford. Obviously, it should never been allowed to go that one. He needs to play his players in the right positions, play to the strengths, and at the minute the team just doesn't seem to be working as a team. It was as if they were like a bunch of fucking headless chickens on that damn pitch. I'm still bemused.
I mean, Ollie, there didn't even seem to be a plan A against West Ham or Brentford.
No, that never does. And like what Dan was touching on before, I think he's gone after something. However, I don't think the club will get rid of him anytime soon.
You don't? Okay.
No, I don't think the club will get rid of him anytime soon, unfortunately. The point I stand by that, I think they'll give him to January. Unfortunately, I think they'll give him till January. Bring the players he wants, and because I don't think to bring a manager during that busy period in December would be a good idea. Too many games coming in, too many games coming thick and fast. I don't think it's the correct decision to get rid of him now because there's too many games, and with too many games, there's not that many training sessions comes that period when you're playing 3 games every week. So I think he does need to change something. I think with players coming back, but it's a really sticky situation at the minute, and it's quite unfortunate how it's turned out because it's been coming since like the middle of May, back end of April. All this has been.
It's been coming a long time. It's not like this is anything that's just cropped up and everybody's and people who say that everybody's overreacting. Nobody's overreacting. Who actually knows football, because we've all seen this coming for a good amount of time. We haven't been good in the Premier League really since after the Carabao Cup, after the final, and we started to die off, and then we started to die off. We started to lose games, and then we qualified for the Champions League by the skin of our teeth. You know, we lost that home game against Everton, which was a pathetic performance. And we had to rely on other results to get into the Champions League. So it has been coming for a long time, and it needs highlighting. I mean, Evan, what would you do? Would you change formation?
I mean, it's definitely a good idea to give it something different. I think the guys at the moment, their movements, their positions, we don't show strength. So.
Oh, are you there, Evan? Oh, we've lost Evan.
We're not pressing up front anymore either. We're not pressing the game at all. You know that.
Yeah.
Like Brentford played us the way we normally play them. They were pressing us all the time, and they were getting forward and getting into our box and all, putting pressure on us. But we're not doing that anymore for some reason. But the players are probably all knackered. We need to rotate the team. He has a replacement for every player on the team now. He should be changing 2 players in every game. Keep the rotation going. So all the players be fit then, you know.
Yeah.
I'm heading over to Newcastle tomorrow to go to that thing in the stack. And I was really looking forward. I was really looking forward to it. And now after those 2 games, I was nearly going to cancel it, like, you know.
No, get there and ask some serious questions, Bobs. That's what you need to do.
Well, they're going to have a sort of a discussion there, Eddie, about the games.
Yeah, hopefully so.
Yeah.
So enjoy it. Right, guys, thank you very much for joining us. We'll speak soon. Thank you to Ollie, Barbara, and Dave. Good night.
Cheers, thank you, Paul. Cheers.
Bye. Right, look.
So there you go. We've got a couple of super chats just to do before we bring the next few on. Andy says, Eddie is not beyond criticism, but in 4 seasons, he saved us from relegation, Champions League twice, and a trophy. It's a rough patch that will pass. 100% Eddie in. Dave says, love your passion for the club, Paul. Great to listen to. Thank you, Dave. Much appreciated. Spike says, feel sorry for Botman having to cover 2 positions. Gordon says, Zidane, anyone? Zidane, well... no, I don't think Zidane would come anyway. Gaz says, for having a senior leadership team, there is a lack of leaders to drag these back to winning ways. Question was, still in the 100-day... Yes, we are. We're still in the 100-day window. Absolutely. 100% we are. However, we'll just have to wait and see what happens with that. Because I don't think getting rid of the manager is going to be part of that. That's what I truly think. Anyway, Mason, Warren, Naked Noise Boy, and Jake. Good evening, guys.
Good evening. Evening, Billy.
How are we all?
Good, and you?
Yeah. Mason, where do you stand at the minute? How are you feeling about everything?
A little bit disappointing.
A little bit?
No, I'm sorry. Massively disappointing. Where we're going to go from, yeah? Seriously?
Well, hopefully upwards. but it's kind of fingers firmly crossed. Because I don't see a team that's going to get much out of the next 4 games. I've got to be openly honest. I don't see us. Man City are on fire right now. I know we raised the game against Man City, but we normally raise a game from not too bad of performances, but we are not at it in the Premier League. Man City are. Then you've got Marseille away. Then you've got Everton away. I mean, Jesus Christ, it's tough.
I mean, not just that. So I think we're not going to get anything out of the Sunderland game. I'm sorry to say it, with the way they've been playing this season.
Yeah,
and I think I've said it to a couple of people. I've said it to a few people. He'll be gone by Tottenham game. If it doesn't improve.
Warren, good evening.
Hey, good evening, Billy.
I beg your pardon?
Hey, Billy, what's up?
Right, you can stop calling me fucking Billy for a start.
Oh, sorry, I can't see. I can't see the image. I apologize. I can't
What do you mean the image? You can get it from the voice.
No, I know. I apologize, mate. That's bad. That is. I apologize.
I mean, I don't know what to do about that. I just don't. No, I tell you what I'm going to do, Warren. I'm going to put you in the penalty box for 2 minutes. See ya. Naked Nice Boy, how you doing?
I think I'm going to wee.
Yeah.
Sorry. How are you doing, Paul? Good
Well, I'm
evening.
all right. After that, I will survive. I'm not sure whether it was and I can still see you, Warren. So don't be shaking your head. You know you've had a kiss door. We'll leave it at that. Anyway, how are you feeling, Mr. Noise Boy, about certain things going on at the minute?
I have no words. not because of that, but no, I really have no words. I mean, I put in during the game in the chat, please get Ben off.
Yeah.
You don't get him off, he's going off.
It was a disaster waiting to happen, wasn't it? It really was.
It really was, and I don't know because I'm not VAR, but the first one was a penalty. The second one wasn't a penalty.
I don't know what they saw in that second one, but I by that stage I'd given up anyway. I was like, well, who gives a shit? You know, it's all down to the manager's decision.
10 minutes before, I got my t-shirt on by the way, Paul. There you go. Look.
Yes. There's one of our shirts, guys, that you can get on the merch store at thetoonreview.com.
Check out the link.
Absolutely.
Right, no, it was. This is going to happen. It was like I could see into the future, and when just get him off because otherwise we're screwed. And it just happened, and I mean, bless him. The game before, fantastic header, absolutely great. But why can Eddie not see this?
That's the concern that I've got, is why Eddie can't see it. It's just unbelievable.
I can see it.
Well, let's bring.
Oh, look.
Good evening, Nob.
Sorry,
Nobby.
Paul. How are you, Paul?
I'm all right, mate. I'm all right. Right, what would you like to say, Warren?
So I follow from South Africa, and I actually fly in for games.
Right.
That is how much I love Newcastle.
Yeah.
But I think everyone calling for Eddie Howe is not seeing the big picture. The team is broken, and there's reasons behind it. You lost Hall, you lost Livramento. Dan Burn shouldn't be playing at left back. But you don't have a choice. Trippier's legs are gone. Jacob Murphy doesn't look like Jacob Murphy from last year. Anthony Gordon is shit. Okay. Harvey Barnes, when he does get on the field, gives you a 5-minute cameo. And at the end of the day, you were forced into recruiting players at the last minute that don't work for the system. Voltemada is a brilliant footballer, but he's an 8.
But who has to take the blame for that, though, Warren? Who has to take the blame?
The owners of the club.
Yeah.
Because in the beginning of the season, at the end of last season, when Eddie Howe said, I want the players in early, the rumor has it that Liverpool came back and said, we can have Ekitike if they can get Isaac. You should have gone with it. You knew he didn't want to stay, but we thought we were big enough to have both of them. I don't know who the owners thought we were in that instance. And then at the last minute, at the death, you tell Eddie Howe, you don't have Sesko, you don't have Ekitike, you don't have Mbuemo, you don't have João Pedro, you don't have Delap. Who do you want? And he goes, okay, give me Wester and Voltemada. And when it doesn't fit the system, you now want to say, you're an idiot. It's not his fault. Now, can he make in-game management improvements? Of course he can. There's no denying it. But let's be honest, Botman's not. But the only player at the moment that can come away with any credibility is Chow. That's it. Tonali on Sunday, as good as Tonali is, was giving the ball away. Bruno turns up when you play Barcelona and Liverpool and then goes AWOL when you play Wolves. And he'll come up with the wonder strike. I get that. But on a whole, Joe Linton who?
Well, I tell you what, Warren, I mean, that is... Jake, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
What do you make of that then? Do you agree with what Warren said?
I agree with it in part, but I mean, what other manager loses 9 away games and gets like credit? I mean, it's not great, is it? I mean, we've looked terrible for a while this season. I mean, what game
we're not playing well. I don't disagree. We're not playing well.
And I mean, I'm sick of the messages of Bruno putting up messages. I mean, it's all well and good putting up messages. All well and good putting up messages, but I mean, if the whole team's not playing up to your level, then there's nothing at all that you can do. And I mean, this is the same problem we had last season. I mean, if anyone remember the Nottingham Forest game when Elanga played for Forest and he absolutely tore Dan Burn a new one down the wing, and now he's still not learning this season from. I think he's not learning from any mistakes. And people keep saying, "Oh, credit in the bank," but there's only so much you can have in credit in the bank until it goes wrong, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, that is Warren's sort of gone right for the jugular there. I mean, Naked Noise Boy, what do you make? I mean, what do you make of the points?
I'm still the 2 from up, 5 from 5 from up, 2 from down. Things have got to change.
Yeah, they have.
And I think it's going to be a forced change as well, because, or will it? Because it's got to change, but it's kind of a forced change, and that makes me a little bit wary about it as well, because we're going to be without a couple of players. Obviously, Dan Burn can't play. Pope, so changes will be made, and if it's then a success, was it a success through Eddie's choice, or was it a success because it was a forced choice?
Yep, and would he have dropped Dan Burn if he hadn't got a red card?
Would he have dropped Dan Burn?
Nope, probably not. I doubt it.
Well, he would have. I mean, I don't think he'd have dropped him. But the fact is that Lewis Hall was standing behind Eddie when that penalty was given. I couldn't fucking believe it. I thought this is just crazy. I mean, Mason, does he still? There's a good question from Niall saying that is he motivating these players? Are these players getting motivated for the games, or is something seriously missing?
To be honest, no. I think it's copying and pasting the same stuff he says to him every single game.
Yeah,
and you're not seeing an improvement. That's what's going to happen after the international break, until he's on the line of losing his job, which will no doubt will happen very soon.
Yeah. Well, like I've asked everybody else, guys, how long do you think Eddie's got? So, Mason?
I think it'll be either the Tottenham game or the Sunderland game.
Okay, Mr. Noise Boy.
Yeah, Paul. I think he's got a lot of time on his hands. He's got a lot of credit in the bank. The trophy alone.
Well, hang on a minute, Warren.
Oh,
I mean,
I'm blaming
look,
the players.
that's
I never said
controversial.
Eddie out. I never said Eddie out. I blamed the players. I never said Eddie out. I blamed the owners and I blamed the performance on the players. I think he's got credit in the bank and he'll be around by the end of the season. That's what I said.
Okay, right, but also, I did say Noise Boy, not Warren. But you know, it's fine, mate. I mean, you've purely disgraced yourself tonight. Actually, Mr. Noise Boy, how long's he got?
It's Tony.
Well, put Tony on your fucking name then.
It is on the thing on the.
It says Naked Noise Boy.
Well, I'll get naked then. No,
it's fine, mate.
No, don't call me. No, don't call me naked, Paul.
Tony.
Sam can call me naked.
Get lost in bloody hell.
Or Lisa Riley from Emmerdale. Quite happy to take that call. Other than that, I think.
Isn't Lisa Riley like? Never mind. Carry on.
Oh yes. Keep you warm in the winter, mate.
Tony, get on with it.
Summer, you can take them down the beach, lay in the shade. Anyway, I think it probably will be the Sunderland game, but I'm kind of hoping it's January.
Right. Okay. Jake,
I'm climbing that ladder on the fence.
Yeah, I think everybody is. Yeah,
I'm not. I ain't got Chris on my ass yet.
But I don't agree to this credit in the bank, by the way, guys. I
know that.
I don't agree with that either.
Football is a consistently moving sport where we can't look in the past. It's the here and now.
I know it has to be, but
yep.
You know.
Yeah. Go on, Jake.
I'm not a happy clapper, but I'm.
No, I know.
But yeah, I'm on the fence at the moment. I mean, I feel like we've had this situation with Howe before where they said, "Oh, you can turn it around." I feel like it's a completely different situation. I mean, 2 points. Everyone's like, we're 5 points off fifth, but we're also 2 points off the drop, which people have got to think about if we lose more games. I mean, it's not going to be great. I think he's got until Sunderland, and then I'm going to make my decision because I'm on the fence right now. But I feel like he needs to just stop picking these favourites because this is what put him down at Bournemouth, and it's now putting him down here. So I think you need to start sorting out these issues, to be honest.
No problem. Well, thanks very much, guys. Mason,
Thanks,
Tony, Jake, and of course, Scooby-Doo. Thank you very much for coming on tonight, guys.
Thanks,
we'll speak soon. So we've got 4 more to come on, and that'll be it for tonight. So we have we've got Mart, we've got Grange Toon, we've got Warren, and we have Travoy. Good evening, gentlemen.
All right.
Paul.
Mart, we'll ask you first, Martin. How are you feeling about things?
To be honest, Paul, it's the same as after the Bournemouth game, totally deflated from last season.
Yeah.
The warning signs have been there, as far as I'm concerned, for the last 20 months. Mm-hmm. We're not using the 4-3-3 system properly. We pass too slowly 90% of the time. It should be quick passing into the half spaces, switching the play. I've seen players in space, and we've missed them, and it's been continuing, and it's just got worse this season. The one we picked it up last season and we got points. But if you look where we are now and compare exactly the same games that we played last season, we're 6 points down on last season at this stage.
Yeah, we are. Travoy, good evening.
Evening all, you okay?
Yeah, not too bad. What would you like to say?
I don't know. This is frustrating for me now. This is just too frustrating. I mean, like Eddie Howe, I just think at the moment he needs to really like pull his finger out too. Like this is just dragging on too long. I feel we need better at the moment. I not even on the fence anymore. I don't think so. I think it's time. I mean, I given him the next 2 games. That's what I'm giving him.
Just the next two.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's like, I understand this been carrying over from last season, plus since the cup final. I not really see us play football since the cup final, really. Really good football.
I agree
anyway.
with that. I think it hasn't been good. There's been patches and there's been certain good games in between, but
Definitely
I don't think we haven't hit the heights. Warren, may I just compliment you, my man, on a tremendous smoking jacket?
Thank you very much.
What would you like to say, mate?
I'm full of COVID at the minute, so I'm not exactly happy.
God. Bless
you. I mean, these buggers aren't, you know what I mean, really like...
No, they'll not be making you feel any better, mate.
But I genuinely think it's the players. They need, they've got this camaraderie, obviously, because you see them in the posts and that, like, but they seem so disjointed. They kind of put passes together, and now, for me, that's fundamental football. Like, you should be able to trap a ball and pass a ball. And that doesn't seem to be there. So, to me, it's back to basics, So, as far as Eddie's concerned, I think he is very much, as the same. I think he needs to possibly book his ideas up and introduce that into the team as well. Fresh ideas, freshen things up.
I mean, a lot of fans are saying that he's lost his bottle. He's not. I mean, Grange Toon, how are you?
Hi, mate. Yeah, good. Thank you. Cheers for having us on.
No problem.
I think
what would you like to say?
Just on the back of what everyone's kind of saying, I think as the team loses confidence as a whole, we end up starting to play like individuals. You can see, just to put it into perspective, you saw Lewis Hall, like, just thought about this. He went for that last goal in the last game. He literally went into the striker position. That's where he was when they scored. And it's just like a desperation of individuals to try and go do that. Obviously, Bruno, you see him try and do that all the time. Tonali, very similar. Like, they try and win those games. Joe Linton putting in kind of like massive tackles and stuff like that. They're doing what they know, but the reality is, I think the elephant in the room is obviously we've lost Isaac and we can't do anything about it. We're going to have to live with that. This is the season of kind of recovery. It's a bit of a dud season. I don't necessarily think that Eddie Howe is the entire issue. I think the transfers themselves and maybe the owners are. However, I think we can look toward the future, and I think the concern is that we're not. We're looking at the here and now, and I get it. But, I'm thinking about kind of next season, what's going to happen there. And, like, if we're not playing with the freedom that, Sunderland are playing there. I spoke to a Sunderland fan at work today. He said, oh, no, we've just got, it's a total free hit. I just hope we stay up. I'm like, yeah, well, that's the kind of mentality that'll get you, like, in the Champions League, because that's where we were. But we just need to get that back, really, man.
Mark, what did you make of Eddie Howe's comments the other day?
Excuses.
After the game.
We're just total excuses. To me, no journal has asked why Alex Murphy is not in the squad. We've got a left back there who did okay pre-season and he's not being used. He can't be any worse than Dan Burn. Dan Burn 2 years ago got fleeced Boxing Day against Notts Forest. And he's 2 years older. He's not a left back. He's got no pace, and every team is targeting him. You can see it from the word go. And some journal needs to get the balls in that meeting and ask press meeting what we have, whether it's Champions League, whether it's the Premier League, particularly Premier League. Why is not Alex Murphy in the squad? He can't be any worse than Dan Burn.
Travoy, what do you want to see changed for Man City? What would you want to see changed?
Well, I mean, from the summer, really, I didn't agree with like most of the transfers. I liked Thor. Thor. I think he's top class. He's going to be awesome. He's going to be a really top player. Malik Chow. Yeah. He's going to be top class. I went for. I don't know if you know Igor Jesus, who played for Forest. I was saying to the fans, that we should have went for him, and I got slated because he wasn't Premier League proven. But he's doing an awesome job as Forest. Like, I wasn't up the Worcester Street or the Langer Street at the moment. We need a top winger. We missing top wingers. We missing a top winger. We missing another defensive midfielder. you know, like, and the goalkeeper situation is not good enough. It's just not. We had to like invest in those areas. That's the spine of the team there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But for Man City, I think that for Man City, we need to really, I hope Ramsdale gets in the goal, Trippier, Malik, and then I'm bringing Fabian Shaw back in there. It's just because from the Spurs game, Fabian Shaw and Malik in the back was, you know, they were awesome that day. And then Lewis Hall.
Do you know what? I wouldn't argue with that. I wouldn't argue with that at all. I think Botman just looks a little bit off at the minute.
Yeah, and then Shaw also, like, his experience, he's way to play the ball out from the back, and he steps up in big games, Fabian Shaw. You know, he does get found out against like middle Premier League teams sometimes, but I think he needs to come back in. Tonali, Bruno, and then I honestly think Jacob Ramsey need to start. And then Harvey Barnes, and then Elanga, and then Valtameda. Murphy's too hot and cold for me, even though he's our best winger at the moment.
Well, you're saying hot and cold with Murphy. Well, what the hell is Elanga? He must be like...
Yeah, you know. I mean, I just want Elanga to find that one game where he kickstart his Newcastle career, and I think that Man City could be that game, just because they don't like to be stretched, Man City.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
and I just think he needs a game.
We've given them good games at St. James's before.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. But Elanga has been a really bad fail at the moment for me.
Yeah,
and he needs to really step up. He's like back to the Man United Elanga, really.
Warren, are we looking at the transfer window now and thinking panic buys? Because there is a few of them just don't look up to it, do they?
No, well, what I think is that we should be looking at loan deals with maybe the prospect of buying, because like a lot of people have said, some of the players just haven't integrated that were bought in the transfer window. So I think we've got enough with all players being fit and going forward. But I think maybe I know he's reluctant to, but get a couple of loan players, a bit like Villa did, you know, when they brought a few in just to help them out, just to boost the squad for all the competitions that way, you know.
Yeah. Well, listen, I'll ask the same question to you guys before we go. Mart, how long's Eddie got?
I think the next 5 Premier League games, which takes you up to the end of Sunderland, I think if he doesn't get at least 11 points from those games, he's gone.
11? Jesus.
I'm comparing to what we got last season, and we got 11 points out of the next 5 games. So to me, anything less than that, particularly if he loses the Sunderland game, he's gone.
Okay. Greenstone, what do you reckon?
Yeah, I think if we wait until January, obviously it could be a very important transfer window. So we're going to have to make the decision like now or hold on to him after Jan, because we need him for the business. So I'd say probably Sunderland as well, to be honest, just a bit more iconic. And like we've all been waiting for the Sunderland game, and like everyone was so excited. I'm gutted now. I know, it's horrible. Like it's not nice to watch, like, but yeah.
It's bloody nerve-wracking. Travoy, what do you reckon? How long's he got?
Well, I did say two games, and the only reason I said that is because I understand giving him to the Sunderland game. If he loses that, then that's it. It's over for me. Like, you know, that's where he should be going. But I don't really want to give Eddie another window if it continues like this, you know. But also, don't get me wrong, because everybody will slate me for that, is that Eddie Howe, he will always be a legend to us. Like, you know what I mean? I've supported the club as long as I've been living also. So, like, it's like, you know, he'll always be a legend. It's just that I just feel... Absolutely. I just feel he's just taking as far as he can go. The next 2 games for me.
Okay. Warren?
Yeah. I reckon he's got the end of the season. I don't think there's anybody available, anybody tasty enough to take over the position.
Well, that's the other point, isn't it?
So, like I say, I think they'll keep hold and just hope.
I like Xavi.
Yeah, but Xavi, I mean, is he? I mean, I don't know. I mean, listen, it's for another day talk of another manager.
Yeah.
I don't really want to do that when Eddie's in charge anyway. So,
no,
listen.
Respect, guy.
Yeah. Listen, guys, thank you very much for coming on.
Thank you.
Hopefully you'll be on
Thank you,
next time.
Paul.
We'll see you soon, guys.
Yeah, cheers, Paul.
Good night, everyone.
Thanks, Paul. Cheers.
Thanks, Paul.
So there you go. That is the fan forum. There's a couple of super chats or one to do, I think. Peter Garthwaite says there is no way this is on the owners. This is all on Eddie. The owners don't play Burn left back and Pope in goal. Peter once again showing his outright support for Eddie Howe. Listen, guys, thank you very much. Brilliant tonight. Really enjoyed that fan forum. I thought it might be busy, and of course it was. So thank you to everybody that's come on the forum and also taking part in the live chat, because that's what the live chat is all about as well. Thank you for your super chats and memberships, and mods, you've done brilliantly tonight. Thank you. But everybody, thank you very much for watching. Now tomorrow there will probably be a news video at some point, because there is always news on Newcastle United, and tomorrow night me and Billy will bring you another Newcastle United news show, as well as the big football quiz. So you've got your chance to come on. Just use your mic if you don't want to use a camera, as I say, and answer some questions, and you could win some goodies tomorrow night. So it's just to try and lighten the mood a little bit, because we're all still really pissed off about what's happening with the Toon. But hopefully we can change all that tomorrow, have a good laugh, and get the old miseries away and try and look positive again, if that's at all possible. But thank you very much for joining tonight, guys. We'll see you all again tomorrow. Enjoy your rest of your evening. Good night.
Come back and check on Sea Breeze.